today from KeyDirect.ca, introducing the brand new CONDOR XC-MINI PLUS Ⅱ from Xhorse. This is the newest addition to the CONDOR family of machines. It's set to do all your automotive, residential, edge cut, dimple, as well as engraving. Let's open it up, have a look what we have inside. As you can see, the new CONDOR XC-MINI, I love the new colors versus the old one, which was orange. I like the yellow on this one. In terms of accessories, you get the M5 jaw, which is A and B together. As well as it does come with the M3 jaw included with the machine for TB keys. It did not come included with the older version, so this is a nice addition. You have your power cord over here, the cleaning brush, little booklet explaining about the machine, and of course the certificate as quality and packing slip. In here you got your Allen wrench to change the bits, as well as you got a 2.5mm cutter, a 1.5 and 2 decoders included with the machine. Let's power it up, plug it in, see how it works. Okay, let's plug in the machine and get started. So now it's starting up the machine. I will put in the 1.5 cutter, but keep in mind the machine comes with a 1.5 and a 2.5mm, as well as you can buy a 2mm cutter. That's what I recommend using for most of your keys, but for the video we will use the 1.5 cutter. So the first thing it's asking us for language, we're going to select English. Okay, you have to agree to the policy. Thank you for buying. Start to set the machine. Okay, so first thing you want to do is to connect to the Wi-Fi. Okay, connected, hit next. Now it asks you to log in to your account with Xhorse. If you don't have, you can register as well. I'm going to choose Canada for the country. Put in your phone number. And there's a little button over here says send. You hit that. It's gonna send you a text message to your phone with a 6-digit code, which you want to insert that onto the machine. So I got the text message right here. Done. Log in. Alright, so now because I have multiple Xhorse devices, first thing that comes up is to combine my devices. So it already has my phone number and the device serial number. We're going to hit send again. It's going to send an additional code. This is to combine the devices. So let's wait for the code to arrive. There it is. Put it in. Done. Okay. Now it adds it to my account with all my other devices. Activating the machine. And the machine is ready to use. So they do have a little tutorial here of how to use the machine. So it gives you here the function area to view your personal information, connect to the Wi-Fi, update the machine. In the middle of the screen, you got what type of key you're cutting, whether it's car, motorcycle, or house key. Then you got to engrave the keys. It's a new feature added to this machine. Currently, it's the only Xhorse machine that does provide this feature. You have manual cutting to basically duplicate the key. Universal key duplication. Customize key data. Here you can basically build your own key profile in order to make cuts. You got the setting button over there for calibration and so on. And you got additional functions here like history, help center, and favorites. Different lighting options for the machine. Blue means everything's good. Yellow and red means you got an error with the machine. Okay, now we can go ahead and use the machine. So first thing, obviously, we want to calibrate the machine. Make sure it's all good to go. So I'm going to start by installing a probe and a cutter. So you got a little rubber here covering the screw. Just lift it up a bit. Loosen the screw. Install the probe. The probe goes on your left. The cutter goes on the right. Now they're both installed. Go ahead, open our M5 jaw, which again covers M1 and M2 together as they had in the previous versions. So now it's all one jaw. So to change between M1 and M2 or side A, side B in this machine, all you have to do is loosen it all the way to the end, and then you can just flip the jaw over to the other side and lock it in place to put the key in. So as you can see over here it says B. Then if you untighten it all the way, flip it over, you're on side A. Okay. For calibration, I believe you need side A. At least that's how it was with the other machines. So let's put it on side A, lock it in place, and go through the process. With the M5 jaw, we do get a couple of accessories. First one, we get the Hon 66 blade used for calibration. And the second item we get is the tip stop for cutting keys with, shoulder stop I mean. Let's go ahead, start calibrating the machine, see how it goes. Go into settings, device calibration. So it does tell us to install the cutter and the probe. It tells you to put the machine on the M5 clamp on side A and to put the Hon 66 blank and put it up to the third line. So over here you got 5 lines on the machine. It's asking us to put it in onto the third line. So let's go ahead and do that. Okay, looks about right. Hit the start. Now we did install the 1.5 millimeter, so we're gonna try that one. From the first looks on the machine, I must say it sounds much quieter than the previous version of the XC-MINI. Cutting calibration is complete. First step complete. Hit continue to go to the next step. So at this point it asks you to clean all the debris that came off the key when it cut it the first time. Let's clean it up. And then hit continue calibration. Alright, cutting calibration is complete. We're good to go. Now, one thing I was really curious about this machine myself, and I wanted to test today, is the cutting the residential keys or the single side. So I did bring an M4 clamp. Keep in mind this the clamp is not included with the machine and has to be purchased separately. As you can see, this is the M4 clamp, like mentioned, not included with the machine to cut your single side keys. Stay tuned for our next video where we install it on the machine and actually cut some single side keys as well as automotives and engraving a couple keys. Next video to come.